Welcome, people. My name is Love No Best, and I have something to say. Topic today is hatred. It is crazy. This world we live in, this is no longer the United States. It's what we call the Divided States of America. The DSA. Call it that. A country divided against them shall not stand. Are we seeing the end of the United States as we know it? Depletion of a country. Probably not. We're seeing birth pains. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing birth pains. The things talked about in Revelations. Fact of the matter is, these people, are haters. They don't see themselves as hating. They see themselves as rebelling against their perceived notion of hate. But they're actually doing the most hating. They're fighting against all the hatred because they think everything is hatred. Okay, anything that fights against them is hatred. Hey, everything is like it doesn't even have to relate to hate. They don't even know what the word means. He just used the word to be using the word hate. Haters gonna be hate. They think conservatives hate people because they disagree with them. Like the shade gays because reasons. Even though okay, there's some just because there are some people who do probably hate gay people. I'm just going to put it that they probably do, or are very vocal about their dislike for the act of homosexuality. I never agreed with such things. I thought that was stupid, and them going around putting up signs talking about some guy hates gays and stupid shit like that. That is stupid. Okay, let me tell you, that is not biblical at all. It's a biblical lie. So anybody sees that people spit up those signs, they're lying and they're not really of Christ. Okay, they are overly religious people who just pretend they have Christ. Okay, they're not doing anybody a favor, and they're not helping the cause. They're not helping Christianity at all. They're actually hurting Christianity by doing this. They think by forcing their beliefs on people, it's going to somehow cause people to just scurry over to Christian. That's how it works. Our job isn't to condemn people to hell. Our job isn't to get people to heaven. Our job is to just do a best live in love and peace with everybody. All this nonsense, back and forth, gloating about winning, or wherever it's gloating about Trump's being their president, even though people are not happy about it. It's like winning a match and bragging about it to the loser about how they lost, instead of being humble and saying maybe next time. And you want to know why they're so bitter. Let me tell you something, man. There's this scary type of hatred that people overlook. It's not the one that's direct hatred. Direct hatred you can deal with and you can confront it when it's the indirect hate. The one that you don't see that you're doing is the scarier and more dangerous type of hate. It's the hate you don't see is the one that's the scariest of all. It's the one you don't want to recognize that you're doing. You want to blame everybody else for, oh, they started. You know what your parents say when you keep saying somebody else started something? I say you started something doesn't mean you have to keep egging it on and creating more of it. I will finish it. And we'll get two wrongs don't make a right. Even if, let's say, for instance, you're right in Trump did start, that doesn't mean you continue in it or stoop down to his level of stupidity. But he didn't. He didn't help it, but he didn't start it. This has been going on for years. People, I'm just now paying attention to it now. But I've come to my attention that this crowd has been going on for years. I never knew they used to call freaking Bush Hitler. I never actually trusted Bush when he first ran. I didn't trust him. I didn't like Bush when he first ran. And I wasn't going to vote for him the second time, but he was the only probable choice at the time. I didn't like Obama. Sorry. I know people gonna say you had a good time, you had a good time, you didn't like Obama. No, everybody gotta like your president. Mainly because I didn't want to vote for him because he was black. Okay? That's so dumb and racist. Okay? Y'all love crying out racism. Man, you do a lot of racist stuff. You do the same behavior the KKK did. You vote for people because of the color of their skin. Okay? Forget that. Y'all aren't really in for change. Y'all just want to complain about something. Nothing's ever going to be good enough. Nothing's ever going to be good enough. You're always going to complain about something. You got us versus them mentality. Instead of maybe that they're not against you necessarily because you refuse to listen to reason. But I'll be talking till I'm blue in the face. And no one's going to listen because they don't want to listen. They don't want change. If they wanted change, they'll listen to reason. They'll listen to people saying stop being crazy. I don't know. Words up to evil. Y'all mad because Hillary Clinton, man. Words up to evil. I wouldn't have voted for either one of the two candidates. Sorry to tell you this. And I think, to be honest, I probably would have voted for Bernie Sanders. That was before I knew he was a socialist. Okay, before you freak out, I didn't know he was a socialist. I didn't know he was that radical. All I heard was the education thing, and then I had to that drew me in because we could always use free education so I could go to school. But I forgot schools full of communist and socialist teachers, so that's probably why they went free education, is to brainwash the citizens into a socialist lean. They've been trying to do this for years. Y'all don't realize this. Ever since the 60s, they've been trying to turn the country into socialist. They just now got to the land prime enough for that. Is it because of Trump? No. It would have been either way. It just would have been easier for them to do it if Hillary was president. I'm just saying it would have been easier for them to do it if Hillary Clinton was president. Now it made it harder for them, and they're mad because now they gotta deal with somebody who's not gonna let them do what they want. Right off the bat. I'm not necessarily a speaking Trump supporter. I never got into the idea of a fan club for a president because I rate presidents based on the job they do, not based on the person they are. Okay, what job? How is he doing as a president of the United States? He's doing his exact job, constitutional wise. People are adding jobs that he doesn't have. Okay, and that's the problem. They're giving him job tasks that doesn't apply to him constitutionally, like making policies. That's not his job. That's the legislation job. That's the Congress job. That's the city's job. That's their job. They say, oh, just because he can give suggestions doesn't mean that He has to. Why would you give? This country was meant to be run by the people, not by the president. I mean, it's for the people, run by the people. People, okay? If you want something changed, you go talk to your congressman and tell them to make a law that changes the bill. Instead of crying to the president, he don't make changes to the bills or the laws or policies. I said this still blew my face. People don't freaking listen. They want to, because that would take away from their hatred towards Trump, and they would have to direct their hatred towards their politicians, and they don't want to do that. That is the main reason this is what it is. They don't want to have to blame their politicians for their lack of doing their jobs. Because what they're doing now is what they actually really want to do. Be disruptive, be violent, be angry. You got a whole bunch of angry, violent people who are easily wanting to be violent and angry all the time. This is what you're going to get. They live for the protest, they live for the violence, they live for the discourse. That is my spoiled child and video. It's really relevant these days. The original author, even though flawed in his theories, again, I don't think the internet made people stupid because it's full of information and you can actually get smarter on the internet. I think he was sort of right on, not really. I mean, it was not necessarily accurate to, but one thing statement, SJWs are going to be the end of this country. Remember Lot's wife. I've said this. Well, okay, I'm saying it now. Remember Lot's wife. It's a story in the Old Testament about Lot and Lot's wife is they left Sodom and Gomorrah and got destroyed. They told not to look back, and she heard so pillar stop because she looked back. What does looking back mean? It means looking behind you. It's looking back in the past and seeing what you lost, or seeing what you missed, seeing what you could have. This is what SJWs are doing. Every one of them are always constantly looking behind them and turning pillars of figurative salt, not literal, figurative salt, like bitterness. They're turning bitter, and they try to correct something that cannot be corrected. They're trying to force corrections that should not be forced. Let's talk about one aspect in Native Americans, for instance. We know the game when it comes to land. I mean, if you can't protect your land, it's going to be taken from you from somebody else. It's been a thing since before Americans. The Americans are the only ones to strip or fight over land and obtain land for somebody else who was there first. They think this is, I was here first, so I should be the land belongs to me. Well, just because you were there first and you got on the land and you were squatting on land doesn't mean if you're unable to keep the land that you were there first for, that doesn't mean that you automatically get the land back just because you were there first. That's not how it works. This is not, we are viewing life as it would be today. Okay, and that is wrong type of viewpoint. You got to viewpoint as laws of the world work, okay? If you get onto a land, let's say you find a land, if you're not able to protect it, and let's say you find an abandoned island with nobody on it. You get there, you settle your stuff there, and you don't bother getting defenses, you don't build, you don't make men, you don't defend your island. Somebody gonna come and take it, that's the rule of the land. And you have to be able to defend that island from invaders who might invade and take your land from you. If you cannot do that, then they come and take your land. It's no longer yours anymore. You have no longer have no claim because somebody took your land. I mean, somebody came and claimed your land from you. And it's all fair and game. It's not there's no cheating here. It's all about war and stuff. It's all fair game. Yeah, people will say, what if I kept your house and took your house? But was this freaking different? This country, my house belongs on a plan that on a land that belongs to a country. Okay, that has laws that says you can't take somebody's land. Otherwise, that's burglary and house invasion. My land's already protected by the government. Okay, everything that belongs on the land that the government takes and claims and defends belongs to people of that land. So you cannot just come and take my house. That's a bad metaphor. In order for that metaphor to work, I would have to know. I would have to personally claim my own house and be able to fit my own house to keep my house. That's if that was the case. Let's say that was the case, and you came and you were able to successfully beat me in war for my house, and I lost. I would have to accept that loss, okay, and go build my house someplace else, or find new land to settle on, because I lost the land that I was in. That is the way this is in the beginning. To call it a trust know its way how colonies work. The Indians did the exact same thing. You think the Indians, those people claiming that somebody took land from them that was their original land? No. They took it from somebody other Indian tribes. And no Indian tribe took it from somebody else Indian tribes. You gotta go way, way back to find who originally owned said land. Which Indian tribe actually originally owned the land. I bet you they found that they all extinct. So, technically speaking, even the Indians did colonization within their own lands. So, it is factual truth here. You can't dismiss history just because you think it's written by white people. Okay, that's racist. The thing is, left are being racist, but they don't think they're being racist. The left is being hateful, but they don't think they're being hateful. That is the epitome of confusion. They are blind to what they are doing. They have veils over their eyes. They are blinded by their own ambition and own way of thinking that they can't see what they're doing. So you must say, forgive them for they know not what they're doing. So that applies here. And I thought I'd talk about this because I hear a lot of craziness going on in this world. A lot of haters. You can't say a syllable without being called a. They think everything's Nazism. They think everything's white supremacy. It's really dumb. Okay, they think everything's white supremacy. Like literally everything. Everything around them. They're like a paranoid person and going through a paranoia attack where they think everybody's against them. Speaking, it's the same with this. They think everybody's being a Nazi or a fascist or a neo-Nazi. They don't even know what the word neo-Nazi is or what they even the ideology is. They just think it's a bad word, so that's what they should use to describe people they don't like. This war on sides. I don't believe in party systems. I think party system is the reason why we're in this situation in the first place. Because people don't want to come together and compromise. Everybody wants power. Everybody wants power, and everybody wants power. It's always about power. I know our power, and that's what divides the country, and that's what's going to cause the country to fall apart because everybody wants the power instead of sharing it and loving and being at peace with one another. And then they shout and hate on people who want peace. But do not fret, there's a time coming where that will all end. The matter is, it's prophecy. Man, they talk about it a lot. But the most why the United States not mentioned in the prophecies, I think it's because the United States is it the United States? I think we are looking at it wrong. I think we fall. I think our government eventually falls to something, and then it no longer considered a country. It's a bunch of people fighting amongst themselves. It's just crazy. Misinformation. You got news media starting the same thing they started with the black people. Spreading misinformation. They're using children to cause a freaking anarchy in the country. You know that it's odd. They never show what goes on with these facilities. They just make insinuations, and then they go and they interview people to make more insinuations. Ins- no proof whatsoever. Evidence, no video evidence, no picture evidence, no nothing. They make innuendos, and then they go to a politician who's going to obviously lie, and they're good liars, and do confirm their innuendos, or freaking whatever they're trying to say to make it seem as though they're correct. No evidence, like they ain't never been in there. Guarantee you these prostitutes never been even nowhere near those shelters at all. Never been there at all. When I was down there, she probably only went to the front door. I know she probably didn't go down there. She probably went to like the entrance to the facility and then turned around and said she was there. I'll just say I was here. You know, I don't really want to see inside. I just want to pretend like I was here, and then I could go back to the media and tell them I was here, and they went to. I could just pretend that I was here, and I said, "Oh." She came one day. They were all going to go take a shower, and then she said, "Oh, they'll be right back." Oh, really? Okay, I gotta go. Right, I got a meeting to get to in like 2 minutes. They kind of find going to go, and that's they go to the shower. They never can return. Dude, were you even there? Bet you question them. They actually were actually there. I bet you 99% down and weren't even there. They never went there. They just said that statement to stir up trouble. Most definitely, I bet you $1. They never went to those dang on shelters or facilities. Those facilities look nice. They look nice in a homeless shelter. I'm telling you the truth. Those facilities they show from a high distance look nicer than the freaking homeless shelters they got in Virginia. That's saying a lot. Man, they look nice. They look nice just sitting out in the desert. I'm telling you the truth. I mean, imagine what it would look like if keep all those families together. Okay, that's good. No, but how they gonna take care of the kids? How's it gonna look up? Millions and millions and millions and millions upon, okay, thousands upon thousands of people in the same facility with their kids. With that's gonna look like it's gonna look pretty bad. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. It's gonna look pretty bad. It's just they assume that everybody who comes up to the border is actually their real family. And even if some of them are the real family, they're probably not going to be separated. At least the news media wants you to believe that they are, but there is. You usually don't know the full story. They're not going to tell you the full story unless you go down there yourself and actually look. Yeah. If everybody did that, like everybody see the newspaper and said everybody decided to walk down south of the border and actually tour the facilities, if they're allowed, that is, to see for themselves what actually is going on, they probably find out that they're lying through your teeth. But, I mean, when I say lying per se, they are being separated. But that's the only true thing that's probably true about that entire article, is that they're being separated. But they say they're being ripped. Ripped from their parents. Like, they're like forcibly ripping them from their parents' arms. Like, no. ICE is just doing their job. Everybody wants to blame ICE for doing their job. It's like blaming, like, what if I went to your job and blamed you for giving me for something that was not your fault? You just doing what the policy said. People do this all the freaking time, blaming people who is not their fault because they're just following orders or doing their job. You said you should follow an immoral job. That's not their job to just talk about if it's moral or not. The Bible says, correct a fool and they will hate you. And good gravy, that statement is so true today. Correct a fool and they will hate you, but correct a wise person and they will continue to gain knowledge. And this here shows you who the fools really are. Following your feelings make you foolish. Okay, it's been known to happen. If you always consistently do the same thing, feelings will make you foolish. Okay, because they don't cater to thoughts. They cater to how you feel instead of using a thinking process. And how does that make you? I was at work and we were talking, and obviously, I usually like to keep my opinions to myself. I don't really get engaged in conversations such as politics. But somebody directly asked me a question about politics during the freaking black riots and the riots, the police shootings and whatever. And he's trying to convince me that a black community, you can't call a community black if it's one person in there that's white, because minority means majority. That sounds so stupid. It's utterly ridiculous. It will try to convince me that minorities is the majority. That sounds so dumb. It sounds retarded. Okay? It just seems so utterly stupid that it be on the books for being dumb. And this is what I'm talking about. That feelings make you stupid. Okay? I was really hurt by what you said. I only spoke. You don't like my opinion, don't ask for my opinion. But technically speaking, that is the simplest solution to your problem here. Don't ask for opinion you don't want to hear. It's getting a little long, but I had to go on a rant. We started talking about how the music industry is hurting the black community, which it technically is. I mean, it's not the major factor, but when you freaking lift up murdering, beating up girls, drugs, and sleeping a whole bunch of women for no reason, that breeds a culture of that. And I told him how I got stopped at search. He said, "Oh, that was a bad thing and it was discriminatory." No, I said I knew deep down that I was going to get eventually stopped by the cops for hanging around the neighborhood I was supposed to be in. Of course, it's a free country. There's no such thing as not supposed to be in. But I wasn't really doing anything besides standing there looking at houses. So I look kind of suspicious when you're standing. Imagine you standing in front of somebody's house and you don't live there. What are people going to think? It's not like you were just walking by the house. You're just standing there looking at a house. They think you're trying to rob a place. And that's why they call the cops. Okay? I was really waiting on my friend, which I think they should have seen that. But I got a little nervous waiting there. I have this sixth sense that tells me that I need to not stand there too long, and I'm like getting antsy and I'm getting a little nervous because I feel that I'm doing conscious getting at me because I shouldn't be just waiting looking at somebody's house. I wasn't sure if I should go to the house. I'm glad I didn't, because I probably would have urged the cops to come running to the front door and busting the door down. My friend just I know, probably got arrested for breaking and entering somebody's house, which I wasn't even doing. But I got a story, so they let me go. I didn't get shot. They didn't beat me up. No, none of that. Okay. There was no reason to feel upset because I shouldn't have been standing in the front yard like that. It caused suspicion. It was a reasonable suspicion. And a reasonable reason to stop me. A reasonable suspicion because a stupid friend decided he wanted to go to his stupid girlfriend's house. I mean, it was really crazy, and he knew he was supposed to be there, mainly because her family didn't really care for him. But he knew he was supposed to be there. Imagine if his parents, her parents were home, she probably would have got her in trouble or shot. So it's dumb stuff. Okay, it wouldn't be the first time somebody tried calling the cops on us. A neighbor in a different neighborhood. We were walking home in the YMCA. My cousin, another somebody who does something dumb, always gets me in trouble. Decided he wants to cut through the freaking neighbor's yard. Like, that's a horrible idea. But I knew it was a horrible idea because I told him it was a freaking dumbass idea. What was that? I knew. Anyway, I knew it was a dumb idea. Anyway, I knew it was a dumb idea. Well, guess what happened? So as he got to the Fed and I got Coach B decided that I told him, let's go the normal way. Well, as we were walking back the other way, this white couple, the neighbor on my right, that was behind the fence, come yelling over here. What are y'all doing? You got a gun? We didn't have a weapon on us at all. Nothing to break into a house with. Okay, if we wasn't going to break into a house, but because because they got started freaking out. They said, "Oh, we call the cops." And they ran their kids inside. And he's yelling at them, we ain't got no gun, this freaking peanuts, sunflower seeds. And he kept swearing up and down that we had a gun. So we would have got shot, probably got shot that day. No, right here. I mean, tell the cops somebody got armed black dudes into my yard, they gonna come hot. Shut up. We booked it out of there, thank goodness. I mean, it's never a good idea to run from the cops. Well, we weren't running from the cops because cops never showed. The cops sort of showed up. Okay, they showed up, but we weren't nowhere near around. And while we were hiding behind air conditioning in one of the neighbors' yards. Good thing nobody was home, but we were able to sneak away. And we got out there without getting confronted by the cops. So we got away from the cops. Yeah, I'm a criminal now. I'm fugitive from the laws. I don't know. Man, they probably took her for it and dismissed it. I guess. We never heard from that case again ever after that. But it's just crazy. But anyway, that's enough of that rant, and you just heard two personal stories from me today. Tell me what you think. Share, like below, and have a nice day.